EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Indianapolis, Indiana, where they fire up the crowd with the striking of the anvil as it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get the preseason started. Off we go from Indianapolis. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
Starting all the way back in the spring, Mike, there has been months of preparation building up for this very game. And a lot of the guys on the sideline that have been around for a long time, these preseason games might not feel all that important. But I promise you, that young guy who's putting an NFL helmet on for the very first time running out of that tunnel, these games go a long way, not only to making this current roster, but trying to make a career and playing in the NFL.
Jones into the slide, protects himself, and picks up the first down.
And the Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Give up the middle to Taylor. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. An injured player on the field, and it's the running back, Jonathan Taylor. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shotgun now for Jones. He finds his tight end, Bellinger. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's good for a Colts. First down.
They'll run here with the rookie. And good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pick up of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Here's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 on the Seahawks 9-yard line.
A run with the former K-State product, DJ Giddens. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic.
Pressure gets there, and he goes down. Now there is a flag down, but this might be on the offense anyway. Darnold to throw on first down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll run with Emmanuel Wilson. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
On 3rd and a yard, here's Darnold. And he's going to have to eat this one. And down he goes. The UCLA man, the former first-rounder, Laiatu Latu, getting in there for the sack. It's got to feel great as he gets this preseason off on the right foot. going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Colts offense going to take over now for the second time. And, Greg, week one here in the preseason. Look, we know a lot of the guys who are going to make the roster, but there's still a lot to happen in training camp that players can find their way to a spot on the opening Sunday.
You know, we hear these stories all the time, Mike, where there's a little buzz about a guy in training camp and coming out of the local beat reporters and maybe the coaches talking about him a little bit. But then there's the surrounding question is he going to make the roster? And it's really what they do in these preseason games away from practice that ends up being the deciding factor. And how often do we see not only do they make the roster, but in some cases they go on to really have critical roles down the line as the season unfolds. So I know to a lot of fans and some of the veterans, these games don't feel like a whole lot, but to some guys on that sideline, their entire career is in front of them.
Quickly out to Downs on the receiver screen. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Josh.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Seattle.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can. And when you connect, it is a thing of beauty. And in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. And nothing has come from these first 2 drives. Got a turnover on downs, followed by a punt last time they had it. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They fake the handoff. Now Jones. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
In motion is Warren. On the give, this is Taylor. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's across midfield to the
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jones. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
13 yards on that pass play. That's good for a Colts 1st down. Jones. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Seahawks offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Wilson. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
8 yards on the pickup.
Looked like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down. That's on the former 9th overall pick, Charles Cross. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. That's caught. And he will finally be out of bounds, but hold everything. Flag down, back to the line of scrimmage. This is coming back. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. And 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Colts offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Here's Jones. He takes off. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42.
On 1st and 10, here's Jones. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 49-yard line.
Set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
That's good for a Colts.
Here's Jones to throw. This one complete right side. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
on 1st down, Jones taking off.
Daniel Jones scrambles from the pocket. The tackle by Leonard Williams. It's a game.
So after 1, it's the Seahawks with the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The Colts with the football to start this 2nd quarter. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 1 as we are ready to get back underway.
Legal block in the back. Offense.
Throwing on 2nd down, Leonard. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Complete to number 83. It's a gain of 4.
From the gun, here's Leonard. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be out of bounds down around the 40.
1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
operating out of the gun. It is Leonard. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Brings up second and goal.
Throwing again is Leonard. Quickly, he gets it out to his right.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Colts. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
We're all time, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On play action. Wow. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field. The Colts offense starting to trot out for this next possession. We'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. They'll begin with a zone read. And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold them to a short game. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll get this quickly to Warren on the RPO. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Indianapolis.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. 21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Now he'll air one out, and that is incomplete. Anthony Gould was the intended target, and it's going to lead to 4th down.
Chad Ryland on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
Ryland's kick is good. And the Colts will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Seahawks offense about ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They go play action. It's locked. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
And I think at this point here, second quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Oh, looked like he may have had a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Colts offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. Leonard now on the bootleg. He'll step up and run. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
And the Colts, 1st down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll turn and head. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. The Seahawks scoop it up to the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Colts 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Anthony Gould now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Colts offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On the give, it's Giddens. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll fake the handoff, and here is Leonard. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2.
from a couple of yards shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's a throw by Leonard. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. 3rd, they need 8.
Incomplete. Tyrese Knight on the coverage.
Looking to throw, it's Leonard. He'll try and get there on the ground. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
That's good for a Colts. First down.
On first down, Leonard. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw is Leonard. Will run again. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time?
3rd and 8.
They'll throw. It's Leonard. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. This 4th down is looming.
A 49-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts are back within a point. It's 14-13.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's locked. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 5.
Going up top. That is caught. And he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now Leonard. He'll step up and run this. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
And the Colts, 1st down.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So a pair of 1st downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. Quick hitting slant there. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Jones now on 1st down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. Down the field, he's got Warren. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line.
That's good for a Colts.
Again, it's Jones. Moving, and he's not able to get away. He does manage to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up second down.
Brings up second and 11.
Shotgun now for Jones. And the Colts going to be set up with first and goal as play moves them down to the 1.
First down. First down and goal to
Now
go.
Jones. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Colts are back within 5.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
On first down is Locke. He's going to look for the home run ball. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead is 5 as we're going to start with this first down. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down. So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Locke out of the shotgun. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Second and 10.
Now Locke. Down the field. It's caught on that left sideline. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards.
Out of the gun, here's a run of the gun. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Off the play fake, it's Locke. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard.
It's third down and 1 yard to go.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on third and short.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Here it is on fourth down.
Sometimes it's just the obvious decision that's the correct one. I mean, the offensive line and their ability to win at the point of attack, all you need is one guy to displace the defender and just move them, and that's exactly where the play is designed to go. So you earn the trust to keep the ball on the ground in these gotta-have-it moments, and they come through.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down. Milrow. They'll try to hit him with a screen. This one will be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield. It is third and long.
And it's third down.
Out of the gun. It's Milrow. A marker comes in as he goes down. It is a sack, and that flag definitely in the area of holding. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is going to pin them back. It's out of bounds inside the 10.
They're on 9 yards.
The Colts offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a give up the middle. And he's going to be taken down after a big 2nd down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field. So that'll move them back half the distance, and they'll try it again. Throwing on 2nd down. Leonard. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the gun, here's Leonard. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Finding room at the 35. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41.
Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
We'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. They'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating out of the gun, it is Leonard. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd.
From the gun, here's a throw by Leonard. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Now, this looks like a design run, and he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
The 6-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle.
Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
To the air is Leonard. That is caught in the end zone. 2 points for the moment. We do have a flag down. Let's see if this will hold up. Interesting move here. No kicker. They're still going to go for 2. This time it's from the 12-yard line. Looking to throw. It's Leonard. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. The question now, will the play stand? From the gun, it's Milroe. Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. And the Seahawks first down.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Hey, he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. Now he'll run it, and he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for the Seahawks. First down.
Milroe gonna look to run it himself.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
37-yard line.
On play action, Milroe. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
A 10-yard loss on the play.
Now Milroe. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll throw. It's Leonard. The ball comes out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Leonard. That is caught. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. So we are through 3. EA Sports back for more. The NFL preseason after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. 4th quarter begins on the ground. He left that first defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that one.
At the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Colts first down.
1st and 10, it is Leonard. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Leonard. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And he's in! Touchdown, Indy. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Colts are going to open up the lead to 8.
Seahawks 21.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Seahawks offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
To the air, it's Milroe. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a give on the ground. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Seattle.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Here's Milroe to throw. Forced out wide.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
To the ground, a first down run. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's good.
13 more on that play. Another first down.
First down, Seattle.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll get about 5. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
Throwing is Milroe. The throw here is complete. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team. Play action. It's Milroe. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone. That one's incomplete. The ball's still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. Now it's Milroe. He takes, and he's into the end zone. Jalen Milroe. Touchdown, Seahawks.
The Seahawks.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game is tied.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. Whoa! And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9. Brings
to the air on second down. Here's Leonard. He'll step up and run. Set to go now on first and 10.
And the Colts, first down.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
They'll stick with him again. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
on the give, it's Giddens. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
That's another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's a run going left. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A gain there of 15. That's good for a Colts first down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Here's a handoff to Giddens. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold of it. He got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
That's good for a Colts First down.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. That ball intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Milrow.
At the 7-yard line.
He's going to let this one go deep. That is brought in. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. On 1st and 10, it's Milrow. He'll step up and run this. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Out of the gun, it's Milrow. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. This crowd urging the defense on. It is 3rd and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to run for it. The Colts will signal for their 3rd and final timeout. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. This kick is good. And they take the lead here late in this preseason battle.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Leonard. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. It's 2nd down. Operating out of the gun, it is Leonard. Going to need a big play now. 3rd down and long.
A loss of 6 yards. Brings up 3rd and 16.
From the gun, here's a throw by Leonard. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason.